The 1974 Jeep Cherokee SJ stands as a monumental pillar in automotive history, representing the exact moment the world shifted its perspective from utilitarian workhorses to what we now universally recognize as the sport utility vehicle. To understand the gravity of this machine, one must travel back to Toledo, Ohio, in the early 1970s, where American Motors Corporation (AMC) took the rugged bones of the luxury Wagoneer and stripped away the excess to create something leaner, meaner, and infinitely more adventurous. This was not just a new model, it was the birth of a lifestyle. When you look at the 1974 Cherokee, you aren't just looking at a vintage 4x4, you are looking at the pioneer that first carried the sport utility terminology in its sales brochures, effectively naming a genre that would dominate the global car market 50 years later. The visual impact of the 1974 SJ is immediate and visceral. Its short wheelbase and two-door body style give it a muscular, athletic stance that is often lost in modern four-door family haulers. The iconic 7-slot grille, a design language that remains the heartbeat of the Jeep brand today, sits proudly at the front, flanked by simple round headlights that pierce through the dust of any trail. This was a vehicle designed for the person who found the Wagoneer too formal and the CJ5 too cramped. It offered the perfect middle ground, enough room for gear and friends, but with a chassis that begged to be thrown into the mud. The exterior is a masterclass in functional design, from the flared wheel arches to the externally mounted full-size spare tire that signals to everyone on the road, and off it, that this machine is prepared for the worst conditions nature can provide. Underneath that long, flat hood lies the mechanical soul of the 1974 Cherokee, the formidable AMC 360 cubic inch V8. Displacing 5.9 liters, this pushrod V8 is a relic of an era where displacement was king and replacement wasn't an option. In 1974, as the automotive world was grappling with new emission standards, this engine produced a net 175 horsepower. While that number might seem modest by today's turbocharged standards, the true story is told by the torque. Generating 285 pound-feet of torque at low RPM, the AMC 360 provides a relentless, steady pull that makes the Cherokee feel unstoppable. There is no turbo lag here, no complex computer algorithms deciding how much power you get. Just a direct, mechanical connection between the 4-barrel carburetor and the solid ground beneath the tires. The sound is unmistakable, a deep, rhythmic V8 rumble that resonates through the heavy steel body, a sound that modern synthetic exhausts simply cannot replicate. The drivetrain is a testament to overbuilt engineering. Most of these legends left the factory with the 3-speed automatic transmission, specifically the GM-sourced Turbo Hydromatic 400, widely regarded as one of the strongest transmissions ever built. For those lucky enough to find the rare 4-speed manual version, the driving experience becomes even more raw and connected. The power is sent to the ground through Dana 44 solid axles at both the front and the rear. For the off-road enthusiast, the Dana 44 is a legendary component, known for its ability to withstand massive stress and oversized tires without snapping. Supported by heavy-duty leaf springs on both ends, the suspension isn't designed for a soft, car-like ride, it is designed to maintain ground clearance and durability while crawling over rocks or traversing deep ruts in the Ohio backwoods. Driving a 1974 Cherokee SJ is an exercise in sensory immersion. There are no airbags to cushion you, no anti-lock braking system, ABS, to correct a skid, and no electronic stability control to keep you on the path. It is a pure dialogue between man and machine. You feel every undulation of the road through the steering wheel, and you hear the mechanical symphony of the distributor-based ignition and the whir of the cooling fan. It is a thirsty beast, demanding a high price at the pump with an average of 10 miles per gallon in the city and perhaps 14 on the highway if the wind is at your back. But the people who cherish the SJ don't care about fuel economy. They care about the 70 miles per hour cruise on the highway where the Jeep feels like a locomotive on rails, and they care about the way it climbs a steep grade without breaking a sweat. The interior of the 74 model is a time capsule of 1970s Americana. It was an era where dashboards were made of metal and padded vinyl, and switches had a heavy, satisfying click. It was functional, rugged, and built to be hosed out after a weekend in the woods. Because it was the first year of production, the 1974 model focused on the two-door, S, and base trims, offering a sporty alternative to the more family-oriented vehicles of the time. The short wheelbase made it surprisingly maneuverable in tight spots, a characteristic that off-roaders still prize today. Every time you turn the key and the V8 roars to life, you are participating in a legacy of American industrial might. As we look back from the year 2026, the 1974 Jeep Cherokee SJ has transitioned from a used car to a cherished collector's item. It represents a period of transition where Jeep was proving that a 4x4 could be a primary vehicle, not just a secondary tool for the farm. It paved the way for the XJ Cherokee, the Grand Cherokee, and the entire modern SUV craze. Finding one today in its original condition, with its AMC 360 engine intact and its Dana 44 axles unabused, is like finding a piece of fine art. It is a reminder that before there were touchscreens and lane keep assist, there was steel, torque, and the open trail. The 1974 Cherokee SJ wasn't just built to move people, it was built to move spirits, to encourage exploration, and to define the very essence of what a sport utility vehicle should be. It remains, 50 years later, the undisputed king of the golden age of Jeep.